Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about contacts. I've spent a lot of time talking about like my glasses, my vision struggles and stuff like that on this channel, but I haven't talked about my contacts that much. So I wanted to do one video, a sit down video just about contacts. If you guys like this video, let me know and I can do so much more about contacts too. I'm going to be talking about like the pros and cons of like hard contacts versus soft contacts, really just comparing those. If you want a particular video about contacts, let me know, or like touch more on a certain subject or whatever, let me know. If you guys want me to do contacts versus glasses, I like wearing contacts and glasses for different reasons, so let me know. They definitely both have their place and I would love to do a video like comparing them if you guys want me to. But maybe you're trying to decide between hard or soft contacts, or maybe you just want to know what the other one's like. I don't know. Maybe you just want to know what contacts are like in general. I don't know, but I'm going to be just comparing them because I think this will be a lot of fun. So I got my glasses when I was 2 and I didn't get my contacts until around the age of 9. So I've been wearing my contacts for, I'm going to turn 19, so for about 10 years. That's a very long, very long time to wear contacts. I wore soft contacts for the first like 9.5 years. And for the last several months, I've been wearing my hard contacts. I just want to first talk about like what I like best about them, what's easier, what's harder, what's more of a challenge. If you guys want to know like my contact routine for like cleaning and health and like, keeping my eyes clean, suggest down below and I can do that. Always open for suggestions. Okay, so I just want to talk about like, first I'm going to talk about the care of contacts. Just briefly, my hard contacts are much easier to take care of. I don't think contacts are very hard to take care of at all. Once you get into a habit, a routine, and you're very diligent, then it's really a piece of cake. I've not struggled with keeping contacts clean. The difference with hard contacts is it's hard, so it's a hard surface that you can wipe stuff off of, whereas the soft contacts like a sponge and it just kind of soaks up. I know I've used that term before in different videos, but it kind of like soaks up bacteria and your contact solution and your drops and your tears, so it just really like holds bacteria. I had to get my soft contacts switched out a lot more often. They have like daily disposables. I've had yearly disposables, and but I was on 3-month. I was on 3-month contacts, where every 3 months I had to change them. So I feel like contacts have more like endurance and they last for, hard contacts have more endurance and last longer. Since I've only been wearing them for like a few months technically, I haven't tested them out to be tried or true yet. So they've not really been tried or true, but they feel really good so far. And the weird thing is they're not like, I'm going to be wearing them for a year. That just seems kind of crazy to me. So soft contacts are way easier to get used to. I mean, if you're okay with touching your eye and messing with your eye, it's not a big problem. If you have like some phobia about that, you're going to struggle a little bit. But same with hard contacts too. You still have to put something in your eye with your finger. That putting it in is the exact same as putting in a soft contact. There is no difference. You can really feel the hard contact go onto your eye. And you're aware that it's there. So as far as getting used to soft contacts, once you get it in, once you're over the like, ooh, it's weird to touch my eyes, once you get that in, you're good to go. It really feels comfortable. It's really not a big deal. Hard contacts, once you get them in, you can feel them, and they're such a pain for the first while, but once you overcome and push through, you can get used to them. But it's a lot of diligence and really forcing yourself and just like getting a hold of yourself and just really making yourself do it. It's a lot of what it is. As far as the contact getting lost in your eye, I know like that's a big fear of people. Contacts really can get lost in your eye. I don't think they can. If your soft contact decenters, that means it just comes off your eye and moves over to the white part. It's kind of itchy, but it's not necessarily painful. And it's very easy to get it over onto your eye. I've never had, I'm not one to touch my face. I don't rub my eyes. I don't itch I don't really mess with my face very much at all. And so I did not really had a lot of trouble with my contact getting up under my lid. That's more of a challenge to get out, but because soft contacts can roll up. But I've never really had too much of an issue with that just because I don't mess with my face. But if you're like rubbing your eyes a lot, like subconsciously just rubbing your eyes, not realizing you're doing it, you might have a problem with that. Hard contacts, I didn't really have much problem. I have not had any problem with them decentering at all. They can't get rolled up, so the likelihood that they're trapped like under your eyelid is less likely because they're just there and you can't like bend them. And I think that, but I imagine it would be very painful to get it off onto the corner of your eye. Like I said, I've never had it happen, and I've been wearing them since February, so quite a while. And like I said, never had them happen, so I think I've been wearing them for like 6 months, almost 6 months, and I've never had that happen. My doctor was really shocked when she heard that. After the first few months, she was like, you still haven't had them roll off? Wow, that's crazy. So I've kept them on. I don't know if they just fit really, really good, if she did a really good job like designing them or whatever, or if I just don't touch my face. So I just suggest don't touch your face even if you don't have contacts. It's just not a good thing. So I have had trouble with that. It's not something that really scares me because I don't know, this is not a fear of mine. But I'm pretty sure it is with some people. I think a lot of people get worried about their contact like getting lost or something. There's only so many places it could go in your eyeball. Okay, so as a general rule, wearing them from day to day, your soft contacts are a lot more comfortable than hard contacts. Soft contacts are kind of like a band-aid on your eye, and if you get any like sweat or you're actually more comfortable getting something in your eye with a soft contact because it's just like really cushiony and it's over your eye and the dirt can't get to your eye, so it's much more comfortable. There were times where it was getting uncomfortable because they were dirty or something got underneath them or something, but I think just as a general rule, you're way more comfortable. Hard contacts seem to just get so itchy for the littlest thing, like a little bit of sweat gets in my eye if I'm out like working. Most of the time, if I'm working in extreme like heat or dust, I will like at our new property we're building home, if I'm out there working, I switch to my contacts because the slightest little bit of dust that's like floating in the air happens to get in your eye, it stings so bad because they're just not as protective. And my doctor told me that that was probably what you're starting to feel, what just normal people feel when they get, you know, dirt in their eye. But you had a band-aid over your eye for like 9.5 years, so you know. So I definitely, that's where going back to saying there's definitely times where I take my contacts out and wear my glasses, and there's times where I like to wear my glasses and there's time where I like to wear my contacts. They work really, really well together, let me just tell you that. The two biggest bonuses, besides being a little bit easier to clean, did I mention that? Okay, let's just pause and go back to care for your contacts. Hard contacts only have a one-step care process, where soft contacts have a two-step process. Whether that be a separate like cage device that you put your contacts in to like really clean them, or a separate solution that you just rub on them for like 20 seconds. Whether it be like any other option, you usually have a two-step cleaning process for your soft contacts. Your hard contacts, you can do a two-step clean, but they also have options for just a one-step clean. So just one solution is the same solution that you put on your contact before you put it in your eye, the same solution you store it in, and the same solution you clean it with. So it just makes life much simpler, because when you're traveling or whatever, you only have to bring that one bottle of solution with you instead of a couple bottles and like different cases, because you know, one's for you clean it in and one once you store it in. So it's a big huge process for soft contacts, and it's not hard, but it's more of a hassle, and hard contacts eliminate the hassle. So I think I touched on care, but I never explained it. So I wanted to go back and say that because it helps with my next point. Hard contacts are healthier for your eye because it's like like I said, a hard surface that you can just wipe stuff off of. And it doesn't soak up stuff. It's easier to tear a soft contact or rip or gouge or whatever. I didn't have a huge problem with that with my soft contacts because they were super thick, but my sister had soft contacts and they were thin, and she would rip them and tear them like all the time. So literally. And so I honestly like don't have a huge problem with that. I have ripped and torn my contacts before, but it's not something that happens super common because my contacts were so thick and pretty tough. So, oh yes, so I'll go and explain this. Your contacts, if they're really dry, and with soft contacts you go in and you pinch your eyelid. I got so comfortable doing that, I could keep my eyelid open and pinch it out, and like I did not blink because I got so used to doing that with my soft contacts. So that can cause sometimes the middle of your contact to like crack a little, so or tear, I guess. So that can cause the middle of your contact to tear, and if you get it caught in the lid while you're trying to turn your close or open your case, that can tear the edges. So I've had like little tears like that before, like chip the edge or like down the center from just, you know, getting really dry in your eye, and you're going to take them out and you just like crack them because they're really dry and practically a hard contact at that point. Hard contacts, again, they can break. I mean, they're not like foolproof or anything, but the chances of you cracking them is just really slim because they are really hard. They're really hard. Okay, so moving on to better vision. Okay, the vision that I have with my my contacts is way better than it has ever been with soft contacts. And you can say, oh, you just haven't tried this particular soft contact. No, I have tried every single type of soft contact that my prescription would fit into. So there were some that I didn't technically wear, but anyone that my contacts, so I think that there's probably some that I didn't wear because my contacts, because my prescription wouldn't work for the contact. Like daily disposables, never wore those. But if you have like a high prescription, I have tried every single one. Okay, I've tried weights in it. I've tried the cone-shaped ones. They're called for keratoconus. I've tried, the list goes on and on. Nothing has helped me like these hard contacts. I told this story briefly in my last video, but it really helps demonstrate how well you can see with your hard contacts, or how well I can see with my hard contacts, whatever. I was wearing a pair of glasses that was like 3 years old, pretty much every day. I liked the way they felt. They were pretty comfortable, and I just liked the way they look. Like, I just wore them all the time. I stopped wearing them for a period. I have lots of glasses. I don't know why I chose to quit wearing those. Just moved on to another pair. And I decided to go back after months of wearing my hard contacts, and I couldn't see anything. I couldn't read anything. It was so blurry. So my eyes had adjusted to seeing really well, and they just could. I thought I was seeing good when I was wearing those, but I wasn't. So the last thing I want to talk about kind of falls under like how healthy the contacts are for your eye, or like how healthy they are for your eyes. But I wanted to talk about this separate and here at the end of the video because I think it's important to talk about this. I've mentioned it before in like one of my videos, I don't remember, but my soft contacts were starving my eye from oxygen. This has been happening for like a year or two, and I was very, very nervous wearing my soft contacts because when your eyes are starved from oxygen, it could potentially lead to you to go blind, because your body is every part of your body needs oxygen, right? And blood vessels supply that to your body. But your retina is clear, you have to see out of it, so it doesn't have blood vessels in it. And you're supposed to get oxygen from the air. Well, when a soft contact smothers the retina, it doesn't get oxygen, so the blood vessels in your eyes start to grow across that retina. And mine were hidden that way. And I was very, very nervous about it. It can cause you to go blind. There's nothing you can do to fix that. So I didn't want to go blind. I really didn't. So I switched to a different material, thinner, soft contact. But the problem was still there. And going to hard contacts completely eliminated that. Besides being cleaner, they also allow your eyes to breathe because they don't actually sit right against your eye. And that's why they're so, I think this is part of the reason why they're so hard to get used to. They kind of float on top of tears and they just kind of move around. So it can be very annoying, especially when you're just getting used to them. Eventually you'll adjust and it'll be fine, but they can be very, very annoying. Your insert remains the same, like how you insert the contact into your eye, but when you take it out or remove it for the day or the night, it can be very different between hard and soft contact. So I've already mentioned you pinch. First off, you pop your hard contact out there. It's just the weirdest thing ever, because you obviously can't bend it, so like the pinching doesn't work. You pull your eye really tight like this, and then you just blink and it will fall out. It almost fell out when I did that. This can cause some problems. This is probably the downside with hard contacts. Your contacts can kind of just pop out of your eye. It feels like if you just blink really hard, they'll pop out, but not really. I hit my face. I don't know how I did this. I whacked my face with my hand, like not super hard, but enough to just pop that contact out. I don't know what I was doing. Don't ask that. Okay, that's not the point. But somehow I was like moving and somehow hit my face and my contact went flying out of my eye. And I like hollered for Janessa. It was actually kind of late and everybody was asleep. And I was like, Janessa, I really need help. Because my contact I couldn't find it. It was like, obviously I can't see. So, she always, when I drop a contact, she always comes in and helps me. So, that's kind of one of the more annoying things. It popped out one time in church, and my friend was sitting beside me, and I was like, where is it? Where is it? And he's like, calm down, it's just right there. So it's like, it gets kind of like really annoying when you can't find your contact. You're like, don't move, you're gonna step on it, be careful, you know. You're like, you kind of get really, really like nervous about it. Of course, when you can't see, you honestly feel very handicapped and very like stressed all of a sudden. This video is getting really long. Hopefully you guys liked hearing about my contacts. I feel like it'd be really cool to sit down and just do a contact video, like all the stuff about contacts. And if you want me to go into something a little more detailed, let me know. Or you want me to do the contact versus glasses video, let me know. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel and be watching for next week for my next video. It's going to be a vlog next week if you want a heads up. So, see you guys. Bye.